We continue now at the top of Daf Mem Aleph Amud Beis in Meseches Shabbos. This is Shabbos Daf 41b. The Gemara is in the middle of Rav Ada bar Ahava's explanation of the Mishnah that if you have a kettle which you poured all the hot water out of it, so the halacha is you can't put a little bit of cold water in there on Shabbos because you're going to cook the water. But if you put a lot of cold water in there, it's not a problem because you're just making it a little bit warmer. So the Gemara now asks on this approach, B'halo mitzarif, but aren't you solidifying the metal, which itself should be a problem? Now, even though that's not your intention, that should be problematic, even if it's not your intention. But the Gemara says, Rabbi Shimon hidam or davar shem eskavin mutter. According to Rav Ada bar Ahava, this Mishnah follows the position of Rabbi Shimon. Rabbi Shimon holds that davar shem eskavin is mutter. Rashi here explains, V'halo mitzarif kishakli matchas cham, when metal kalim are hot, v'nosin l'sochot sonin, and you put cold water in there, mechazkim esakli, they strengthen the kli. V'zui gemar meleches atzorfin. This is the concluding work that the people who fashion metal that they do. When it's very hot, it's easy to break. If the water comes along and it hardens it, it solidifies it, and that should be an Isser on Shabbos. And the Gemara answers again. Rabbi Shimon is the author of the Mishnah, or the Mishnah follows the position of Rabbi Shimon. The davar shem eskavin is mutter. The Gemara though asks, Abaya asks in Rav Ada bar Ahava's pshat in the Mishnah, Midi mecham shepino mimenu mayim katani. It doesn't fit with the grammar. The Mishnah doesn't say that you had a kettle which you poured the water out of it. It says mecham shepinehu katani. It says you cleared the kettle. It sounds like you took the kettle off the fire. Elamar Abaya, rather Abaya says hachikamer. Here's how you read the Mishnah. Hamecham shepinehu. If I have a kettle which I took off the fire, v'yeshbo mayim chamin, and in there still is hot water. Lo yitein l'sochel mayim. What? And don't put a little bit of water in there b'shvil sheyachom, in order that it gets heated up, because then you're cooking. And again, you could put in a lot of water in order to make it lukewarm. Now, according to this explanation, the diuk in the Mishnah would be that if I had a kettle which I totally emptied of the water, then you can't put any water in there at all, because then indeed you would be solidifying the metal, and that would be a problem. Rabbi Yehuda, according to this approach, the Mishnah follows the position of Rabbi Yehuda. Damar davar shem eskavin aser. Rabbi Yehuda holds that if you do something without intention, it is still prohibited, it is still aser. The Gemara now brings the position of some other Amoraim on this issue. Amar Rav. Rav says, Lo shano lahafshir. It's only okay if you're making the water lukewarm. Aval etzarif aser. But again, to solidify the metal, it's aser. Ushmuel Amar afil etzarif nami mutter. Shmuel says, even if it's to solidify the metal, it's also mutter. So the Gemara asks, let's sarif lechatchila mishari. 1 second. You think Shmuel is saying that you're actually allowed to intentionally solidify the metal? There's no one that would permit that. Ela itmar hachi itmar. Rather, if you're going to understand Rav and Shmuel, here's the way they should read. Amar Rav. Rav says, lo shano ela shir lahafshir. The amount of water you could put in is the amount to make it that it makes it lukewarm. Aval shir letzarif. But if you put in enough water to solidify the metal, aser it is aser. Shmuel amar afilu shir letzarif. And Shmuel says even if it's enough to solidify the metal, it's going to be mutter. So Rashi here explains how do Rav and Shmuel understand the Mishnah. What are they arguing about? So Rashi says elashir lahafshir v'lo letzarif. So Rashi explains that Rav is making a distinction between an amount of water that can become lukewarm and an amount of water that can solidify the metal. See, before what we held was when Rav Ada bar Ahava said his position, the idea was if you put in enough water to make it lukewarm, by definition that's also going to solidify the metal. Rav says that's not true. Rav says you can have enough to make it lukewarm, which will not solidify the metal. Could go and shalom meleo kulo. For example, if you don't totally fill the kettle. But Rav mashmali pineo k'Rav Ada shapina mimenu chamin. Rashi explains that Rav really fundamentally, in terms of explaining the Mishnah, holds like Rav Ada bar Ahava, that the case here is you emptied the kettle of water. So both Rav and Rav Ada bar Ahava agree that the Mishnah is talking about putting water into an empty kettle. The issue is it possible to put in enough to make it lukewarm where it's not going to solidify the metal or not? Rav Ada bar Ahava says that would be, Rav Ada bar Ahava says the only way that it's permissible is if we hold like Rabbi Shimon that davar shem eskavin is mutter, otherwise you're solidifying the metal and it's aser. But the Gemara over here says, Rav says no. It could be, we hold even like Rabbi Yehuda, but there's a difference in shiurim. Sometimes you could put in enough water that it just makes it lukewarm, that would be fine. Even within Rabbi Yehuda that would be fine. But if you would put in so much water that it's going to be letzarif, then Rav holds like Rabbi Yehuda that davar shem eskavin is aser, it's a problem. And of course Shmuel is going to say no, even if it's a shir letzarif, it's okay, because presumably Shmuel holds davar shem eskavin is mutter like Rabbi Shimon. That's Rashi says, Shmuel says no, even if you totally fill it up and it's enough to solidify the metal, it is still mutter. And again, the Gemara will explain why Shmuel says it's mutter on Daf Mem Beis Amud Aleph, and we'll see that in the next video.